It's almost like we weren't supposed to get on this bus.
I don't think Southeast Asia wants us to leave. I don't blame it.
We don't want to leave either.
Alright, time to leave this place for Bangkok. I won't miss this one. This is one of our best places yet.
Forgot.
So we had a taxi waiting for us, and the guy finally showed up. We have 13 minutes.
Where are you going?
Terminal 2?
Yeah,
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah. Bus leaves 8:30.
Yeah. 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
Yeah.
So we will be there at 8:30?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I hope so. It's one thing after another this morning. And, yeah. If this is the only bus in Southeast Asia that leaves on time, I will be very upset.
Yeah.
Not as heavy. Here, try me this one.
Okay.
I think this is it.
I hope so. Either way, it's going to Bangkok.
I don't know if we really explained the gravity of that situation, but we woke up this morning and we're tired. Like, it's early, like 6 a.m. is early rise for us. And we get ready to go, get ready for our showers and stuff, and there's no water at all. So we went down, had breakfast. We saw the manager at the hotel all stressed out working on the water situation, so we knew we weren't gonna have water. Which, no water means like no showers, no brushing your teeth,
No bathroom.
no using the bathroom. Yeah. And we're on a bus for 12 hours here. Then we pack all our stuff, hop on the bike. We're like, we'll get there early, to drop the bike off so we can get to this bus station that we're at now on time. And we get there, we're like 15 minutes early. We're like, all right, maybe they'll open up early. Bus is just now leaving. 8:30 on the dot. Only bus in Southeast Asia that leaves on time. So we're like, oh, okay, we'll get there early, drop off the bike so we can get there in time. We get there, we're waiting. About 10 minutes before 8, luckily, I decided to message the number that's on the door. And I messaged him saying, you're open at 8, right? And he says 8:30, which is when the bus leaves. And I was like, well, our bus leaves at 8:30, so that's not going to work for us. So I message him back and I say, our bus leaves at 8:30. Can you get here sooner? And he says 15 minutes. And I said, our bus leaves from Terminal 2, which is like 6 kilometers away from Bus Terminal 1. We rented the bike at Bus Terminal 1 because we thought we were leaving from Bus Terminal 1. And then we ended up having to go to Bus Terminal 2 to get tickets to Bangkok. So we are waiting there. Liz goes down, flags down this taxi driver. So this super nice taxi driver says, oh yeah, 150 baht, and I'll wait for you guys. So he drives over, parks his car, we load our bags in, and he's sitting there waiting, you know, small talk, says he's been a taxi driver for 10 years, and, you know, we're like cutting it close here. And finally the guy pulls up, and Liz gets in the back of the taxi. The guy comes out, or runs in, grabs the deposit, which is 2,000 baht. It's like 54 bucks, which is more than the bus ticket that we paid to take this bus on. And does a quick inspection of the bus, checks the gas, and gives me my 2,000 baht. I go to jump in the taxi, and the guy tries starting the taxi, and the taxi doesn't start. Like, it's like, and then the battery dies in the taxi, and we're like, oh my god, because we literally have, like, we had seconds of a decision to make. Wait for this nice guy to jump start his taxi, or run over and grab another taxi. Ran over, grabbed another taxi. There was 3 taxis there. They were like back and forth for a second, or a minute actually. Like, where are you going? Do you want to take him? Do you want to take him? Do you want to take him? Finally, he's like, 100 baht, or 120 baht for the taxi ride. And I'm like, okay. So we throw our stuff in that taxi real quick, get in, and I said, I'll give you 200 baht if you get us there a lot quicker than you should. So this guy's like, I said the terminal should be 10 minutes away. We have 13 minutes. And he said, oh, no, the terminal's 12 minutes away. I kid you not, this guy was doing over 120 kilometers an hour down the road to get us here on time. And he got us here, like 2 minutes early. Got us out. I gave him 200 baht, and we got on the bus.
It's almost like we weren't supposed to get on this bus.
I don't think Southeast Asia wants us to leave. I don't blame it.
We don't want to leave either. What? Leaving Southeast Asia?
Yeah, we had 2 choices. We could stay here till we ran out of money completely, and then live on the streets of Southeast Asia for the rest of our lives.
Sounds okay.
It does sound okay. Or we could go home to the United States, get a couple jobs for a little while, and then check out some other country, or come back. One of the 2.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we chose going home to earn some more adventure money, and fortunately our videos are ahead in time so that you'll be able to, and you've already enjoyed all of our Southeast Asia videos. And now...
While we've been at home working.
Yeah, exactly. So now we get to jump into some adventures in America before we hop a flight somewhere else.
We might have another adventure or 2 in Bangkok, though. We might show you the flight home. We'll probably show you the flight home.
Yeah. We don't know.
Yeah.
You guys don't know.
Nobody knows.
but you're all along for the ride with us. As
Yeah.
crazy as it is.
Oh, interesting thing on some of these Thailand buses, the driver gets to close his door. He gets to be in his own little area.
Wouldn't it be cool if school buses that were that way? Like, I would be a school bus driver if that was the case.
And now we're on the bus for 12 hours, so enjoy this this very short montage of what it's like being on the bus for 12 hours. I'm not gonna make you sit through 12 hours of footage.
But new scenery for us.
Yeah, new scenery for
From
us.
Chiang Rai to Bangkok.
And that's why we did pick the daytime bus, so we could show you guys some sights out the window. Otherwise, it would have been an overnight bus, and they're not sleeper buses here. They're seat buses like this. So we're in these seats for 12 hours. All right, roll that beautiful bean footage. So after the first 5 hours, we stopped for lunch. And Liz got this bamboo shoots and pork with a 1,000-year-old egg. And I got, it's like pad pow. It tastes like pad pow. And fried egg. We're just at this little roadside area here. Everybody got off the bus. And this was 20 baht for both of them.
Insanely cheap.
Yeah. Insanely cheap.
It is room temperature though.
Yeah. It is. You know, sometimes you just gotta eat the room temperature food. Alright, back on the bus. For another bunch of hours. This is where we stopped.
Station.
Now we gotta figure out where we're staying. A lot of times when you get to bus stations and train stations and such, there is a lockdown on taxi services around here. So what we usually do is we just walk outside of the bus station and such to like a restaurant or a bus stop and then catch a grab from there.
วัสดีค่ะโอ้พูดไทยเป็นด้วยเยี่ยมเยี่ยมเยี่ยมโอ้นิดหน่อย
Nobody appears to be home.
Nobody is answering.
And we've already paid for this place.
All right, room tour. It's our bed, queen size, fairly comfy. We have the Wild West room because it's got Wild West pictures in it and a cowboy hat.
Did you pick this thing when you booked it, or did they just pick it for us because we're American?
I think this is probably their cheap room. Bed frames made out of pallets. There's a painted picture of a cowboy hat here, but there's a real cowboy hat here, which looks like it was used for tissues or something. And then a rope and a painted picture of a rope, which is weird. And then there's the bathroom, which has a window into the shower with bars, and it says wanted. Weird. Not seedy at all, right? This is the bathroom. Not bad. Separate shower, which is different than Southeast Asia wet bath. Toilet, sink, mirror, weird cabinet that only has a pillow in it, hair dryer, and if you notice these tubs here, there's one there, there's one there, and there's another one here. These tubs say that they had paracetamol in them. What is paracetamol, you ask? I know, because some of you asked. Paracetamol is acetaminophen, essentially Tylenol. So these are big tubs of Tylenol that come from China. That's a lot of pills. And we have AC. And a view. Halfway decent. You can kind of see sunrise from here. This is what sunrise looks like. Table, chairs, TV, which we never turn the TV on. Well, that was fun.
That was so much fun.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out on Patreon, and we'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Bye now.